I didn't wake up early, hustle 16 hours a day, or follow a lot of the conventional advice. Instead, I just did these 5 things. And if I could impart any wisdom to a 20-something, this would be it. 1. Learn who you are. Before you worry about anything else, learn who you are. I know this sounds a little bit cliche, but it really isn't. I don't mean that you need to find yourself. I mean that you need to silence the noise and the mental clutter until you can figure out who you really are at your core. What are your goals and dreams? What is your learning style? What are you naturally good at? What do you suck at? What do you love to do? What do you hate? What are your biggest weaknesses? What are your biggest strengths? Take some time to really figure out who you are and how you operate. Take personality tests. Figure out your learning style. Learn about cognitive biases and mental traps that you might fall into. When you know who you are, everything else becomes easier. We all share the same DNA, but the 1% variance between us and other human beings leads to huge changes in how we live our lives. So know yourself, and life will open up to you. 2. Learn how to perform at high levels consistently. To succeed at any endeavor in life, there is one skill that must be mastered before any others: high performance. If you want to live a happy, healthy, and wealthy life, then you must learn how to get more done in less time while staying healthy and at the top of your game. Here are a few basic tactics to get you started. Exercise for 30 minutes every single morning. Eat an 80/20 whole foods diet. Get blood work done and identify micronutrient deficiencies. Use the Pomodoro method while working: 50 minutes of work, 10-15 minutes of rest. Take one whole day off each week. Sleep 8 hours a night. Plan your days the night before and have clear goals for every block of work or study. This is a bare bones list that will help you perform better and be more productive. But I highly recommend that you check out the following resources too. Peak Performance by Brad Stulberg and Steve Magnus. High Performance Habits by Brendan Burchard. Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. These are just a few to get you started. But if you can only optimize one thing in your life, this should be it. 3. Learn at least one highly marketable skill set. If I could go back and change anything, it's this. I would convince my 20-year-old self to skimp a little bit on the party and schoolwork and invest 2-3 hours a day into mastering at least one high-income skill, such as copywriting, website design, sales, content creation and marketing, coding, social media marketing, product creation. If it's a skill set that almost every business needs and very few people are truly good at, it's a high-income skill. I know copywriters who are so good at what they do that they charge more than $50,000 for a 2,000-word sales page. I know sales experts pulling a 7-figure salary. I know social media marketers with 8-figure agencies. You don't need to know everything. You just need to be a master at one skill and an expert at 2-3 others. You've put 1,000 hours plus into skills that complement your main skill. If you will do this, I promise that you will never have to hunt for work or worry about where you'll find your next meal. Instead, you'll have a steady flow of new work and amazing connections coming into your life and keeping the money coming. The face is the first thing that attracts anyone's attention positively. You've got to take care of it. Simple things like styling your hair, trimming your beard, and brushing your teeth will get you most of the way there. But one thing most guys miss and that women always notice is when a guy isn't taking care of his skin. That's why I'm excited to have Tej Hanley as the sponsor of today's video. They have helped me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend you start with their Level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells. And a moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. My favorite part about Tej Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really make the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin easy. I've been using their products for a little while now and I'm hooked. It might sound weird, but I look forward to my morning and evening routines because I just feel amazing and more confident after using their products. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping and low-cost shipping to most other countries. And because Tej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link in the description and not only will you get Tej Hanley for the best possible price, but they'll also give you a free gift with your first box. Click that link and get started today for just $30. 4. Learn the nuances of social dynamics and networking. It's not what you know, it's whom you know. This might be an old cliche, but it's true. My network has helped me improve my business, secure more deals, and grow my net worth more than any book or program ever has. And if there were one piece of advice I could give to most 20-somethings out there, it would be this. Invest in your social skills. They are one of, if not the, most important assets you have to take your life to the next level. I interviewed a guy named Steve Sims who used to work as a nightclub bouncer. Today, he runs a multi-million-dollar international luxury concierge service where he helps people do the impossible. Things like getting a private submarine tour of the Titanic, getting married in the Vatican by the Pope, meeting Elon Musk and Richard Branson, having Guns N' Roses play a private concert for a friend's birthday party, and a whole lot more. He'll tell you himself that he's not smart or gifted at anything other than connecting with people and negotiating good deals. And he's a mega millionaire because of it. Learn this skill and your life will change forever. 5. Learn to cut off toxic people. I wish I knew that it was okay to cut people off. I used to think I had to be friends with everybody all the time. In high school, I thought that this was the most important thing, and I always felt like everyone had to like me. Sort of carried that mentality into my first year of undergraduate. It resulted in me having a shit ton of acquaintances, and maybe 1-2 friends, but not really. We're in this period of time where we feel guilt when we choose to cut someone off, but the truth is that some relationships need to die, and some people need to be unfollowed and defriended. We're not supposed to be bound to the people in our past. I think we're allowed to and should be selective with whom we surround ourselves. For me, this mindset resulted in fewer coffee catch-ups and more time with like-minded people. It meant that I stopped trying to please everyone by saying yes to every offer to hang out. It meant that I begin to deliver each no with respect and humbleness to save my time and energy for the people whom I actually like being around. I no longer have a go-to-friends circle. Instead, I find myself hanging out with different groups of friends and can confidently say, I'm really happy about where I am right now. Here's why. I know exactly why I hang out with these people. Had you asked me in high school why I was friends with so-and-so, I would have not been able to give a good answer. I think I wanted friends for the sake of having friends. I can wholeheartedly tell you I'm friends with the people today because they hold me to a higher standard than I hold myself, and by being around them, I desire to learn more, adventure more, and am encouraged to pursue more. I value my friends' mentalities over anything. I don't look for people who have similar hobbies or things in common. Moreover, it's rare that I meet people who share the same interests as me, like public speaking, distance running, and waking up early. I find that I am attracted to people with healthy mentalities, people who stay curious, passionate, and most of all, true to themselves. I don't vibe well with people who aren't hungry and authentic. I can be transparent and expect transparency in return. Do you know what sucks? When you tell someone about the shit you're going through and they respond with what they think you want to hear, with "aw, that sucks," and "man, I'm sorry, I don't need that." Actually, no one needs that. What you need is brutal honesty and accountability. My closest friends are my number one cheerleaders as well as my biggest critics. I'm confident they want me to be successful, and they have a pattern of telling the truth, even when it's difficult for me to hear. Real connection with another person makes me happy, but it also means that you have to let some people go. We all know that whom you surround yourself with has huge consequences. It is 100% okay to cut out the bad apples in your life, and I have been on both sides of this, the one letting go and the one to have gotten let go. Relationships are everything. You can take responsibility for having them with the people who you genuinely like, because come on now, life is too short. 6. Learn how to be a man. I know that you're young and that you believe you can slop off and be just fine. And maybe you can, sure. But life is a whole hell of a lot better when you are willing to grow up. Exercise regularly. Follow a budget. Invest money. Go to the dentist when you need to. Keep your house clean. Do more than play video games. Just learn to be a damn adult. Too many people are running around looking like they're 40, acting like they're 12, and thinking like they're 15. Don't be one of those people. Learn to grow up and be an adult. Life is easier when you are better.